Hello friends, so in this video we will save user data in our database. But before that, in last video we forget one thing. Let's check that. On the service layer we not added this annotation, that is @service. Okay, and also on the repository layer also we forget to add this annotation, the stereotype annotation. So let's add this @repository. Okay, now that is done. Now, if you have a Postman, then open the Postman and we will send this request and we will save this data in database. Okay, so first of all, so run our application. Now our application is running on 8080 port. Go to the controller. Okay, in this controller, our URL will be localhost 8080 user slash create. Okay, so go to the Postman. You can download this Postman from Google.
To download this Postman, go to this Chrome browser or any of your browser and just type download Postman. Okay, in the download Postman, this is the link, get Postman application. Here you can see download Postman for this, and download it for your OS. I will paste this link in the description.
This is our URL for this API to create the user. Okay, so create user. So this user and create. So as per our DTO, we are passing the DTO. We have in the DTO first name, last name, email and password. The user ID will be the auto generated. So that's why we no need to send this in our request. So send the request. Now you can see our user is created with this value. And to check this, go to the browser, open the h2 console. Okay, localhost and h2 console, test connection, connect, and this is our user table, and check that. Now you can see our user data is saved in our database. But you can notice that this user ID, that we added the user ID, that is showing the null. So because we not set this user ID, so let's go to the code and set this user ID. Okay, for that go to the common utils and here just set the user DTO dot set user ID and get this user ID from the user entity. Okay, get user ID. Because this user ID we are getting from service. So let me show that code. So in the service we have this method, right, create user, and in this create user, whenever we are saving this entity in the database, that time it will return the user entity, and here we are converting that user entity to the user DTO. Okay, so similarly here we are getting that user entity, and after that here on this line we are setting this user ID to the user entity. Okay, let's rerun the application. Okay, application is running. Go to this our Postman and change this test2 to test3, as we have the unique constant on the email in the database, and send the request. Okay, now you can see your user ID is showing in our response. Again change it to the email to the 4, and let's check that user ID is 4. So how it is incrementing that user ID? In the user entity we added this field, right? In user entity we added this field user ID, and static will be the identity. So that's why it is incrementing the value. Okay, this is all about this user. In the next video we will debug this code and we will understand how this code is working. Thank you.